Alright, let's jump right into hinges. A hinge consists of three parts: the pin, the wing anchors for the pin, and the knuckle that revolves around the pin. These three parts can be created from one sketch by selecting different offsets and objects to start the extrude from. To create our hinge, first let's make a box. Go to Create, Box, choose the XY plane, and enter a dimension of 50 millimeters for each side. Next, go to Create, Create Sketch, and select the side face of the box. Go to Create, select Line, and then in the Sketch palette, choose the construction line type. The starting point for our box will be the midpoint of the box. Draw out the construction line several millimeters away from the box. We're going to use this construction line to draw three concentric circles that will make up our pin and our knuckle. Go to Create, Center Dimension Circle, and then draw three concentric circles on the construction line. The size of the circles doesn't matter at this point. We will use the Dimension tool to size them. Go to Create, Dimension, choose the circumference of the inner circle. This will be our pin. Size it at 3 millimeters. For the gap between the pin and the knuckle, select the circumference of the inner circle and the middle circle and enter a dimension of 0.2 millimeters. Finally, for the knuckle, choose the middle circle and the outside circle and enter a dimension of 3 millimeters. Select the edge of the box and then click on the middle of the circle and enter a dimension of 5 millimeters. We will need to draw a line between the edge of the box and the outside circumference of the knuckle in order to close the sketch. Go to Create, Line, and draw a small line between the midpoint of the box and the outside of the knuckle. Sketch a line about 45 degrees from the edge of the box to the tangent point on the knuckle. Your mouse will also snap to indicate the point of tangency. Go to Create, Dimension, and then select the line drawn for the wing, and then select the vertical edge of the box. Enter 45 degrees. Go to Create, Line, and draw a line from an angle off of the top half of the box to a point of tangency on the outside of the knuckle. Go to Create and Dimension, select the angled line, select the vertical line, and give it a dimension of 45 degrees. Next, we're going to create a mid-plane so that we can split our box into a top half and bottom half. Go to Construct, Mid-plane. Choose the top of the box, rotate your view cube, choose the bottom of the box, and then hit OK. To split our box into two halves, choose Modify, Split Body. Select the box, and then in the dialog, choose Select for the splitting tools, and then select the midplane. Go ahead and open up your browser tree so that you can expose the bodies and the sketches. I'm renaming the bodies Top and Bottom. Okay, now we can start extruding from our sketch to create the pin, the wings, and the knuckle. Go to Create, Extrude, and then choose the 4 sketch features: the bottom wing, the knuckle, the pin, and the space between the knuckle. Enter -9.5 millimeters. Make sure the operation is set to join. Here I'm turning off the top body for visibility. Click OK. If the sketch disappears after the first extrude command, go to the browser tree, go to Sketches, and click on the visibility icon to show the sketch again. Now we're going to create the wing anchor on the other side of the box. Go to Create, Extrude, select the same 4 profiles: the wing, the knuckle, the pin, and the space between them. In the Extrude dialog, go to Start, click on the drop-down, and choose Object. For the object, select the opposite face of the cube. Enter a dimension of -9.5 millimeters. Next, for our pin, press the keyboard letter E to open the Extrude dialog. Choose the center circle in the sketch for the pin. In the Extrude dialog menu, go to Extent Type, and in the dialog, choose To Object. For the object, select the opposite face of the cube. The default operation is to cut, so it is colored red. Change the operation in the dialog from cut to join. Now we're going to create the knuckle for the top half of the box. Turn off visibility for the bottom and turn on visibility for the top. Press the keyboard letter E to open the Extrude dialog and select the wing and the outside circle. When we drag the arrow for the extrude, it starts from the profile plane. Instead, in the Extrude dialog, we're going to go to Start, Offset, and we're going to enter an offset of -10 millimeters. For our distance, we'll enter -30 millimeters. Let's turn off our sketch, turn on the bottom, and now our box with a hinge is complete. To inspect our hinge, go to Inspect, Section Analysis. Select the side face of the box and drag back and forth to check your pin and knuckle. For another perspective, add another section analysis for the face adjacent to the knuckle. So you may have noticed that our box is not hollow. So let's fix that with the shell command. In the bottom left of the window is the timeline. Grab the vertical handle and drag it between the box command and the sketch command. Go to Modify, Shell, and select all 6 faces of the box. Enter an inside thickness of 3 millimeters and hit OK. Back in the timeline, drag the handle back to the end of the timeline. Turn on section analysis and verify your box is hollow. As a bonus, let's add some snap fit parts to the box. Adjust your section analysis as shown, and then turn off the top body. Go to Create, Create Sketch, and then choose the inside face of the bottom body. Go to Create, 2-point rectangle, start your 2-point rectangle from the top of the body, and enter dimensions of 2 millimeters by 6 millimeters. Next, we'll use the midpoint constraint to center the sketch on the body. Choose the top edge of the sketch, and then the top edge of the body. We will cut from the bottom body, and then add a catch to the top body so that they will snap together. Press the keyboard letter E to open the Extrude dialog. Choose the 2-point rectangle sketch, drag into the body 2 millimeters, and enter a taper angle of -45. Go to Modify and Chamfer. Choose the top edge and enter 0.5 millimeters. Now we can work on the top part. Turn on visibility for the top and turn off the bottom. In the browser tree, also turn on the sketch for the 2-point rectangle. We will use this sketch to create our top part. Press the keyboard letter E, select the 2-point rectangle, extrude out 2 millimeters. Verify the operation is set to new body and click OK. To create an attachment point, we're going to use the draft command. Go to Modify, Draft. For the pull direction, select the face towards the center of the box. For the faces, select the top of our new body. Grab the rotation handle and drag to 60 degrees. Now we need to combine these two bodies, the top of the box and the snap fit part. Go to Modify, Combine. For the target body, choose the top of the box. For the tool bodies, choose the snap fit part. Verify the operation is set to join. Click OK. In our browser tree, the new body has now been combined with the top body. We still need to create the catch point on the top of our box. Rotate the view cube to get a good view of the snap fit part. Press the keyboard letter E, choose our 2-point rectangle again, enter a distance of 0.2 millimeters, verify the operation is set to cut, verify the object to cut is the top body, and then click OK. Let's do another extrude. Press the keyboard letter E, select the 2-point rectangle. In the extrude dialog, for the start drop-down, choose object, choose the front face of the snap fit part, drag it out 2 millimeters, and enter a taper angle of -45. Let's add a fillet to our catch point to ensure a smooth operation. Press the keyboard letter F to open the fillet dialog. For a fillet, enter 0.3 millimeters. That's it, you're all done. Use the section analysis tool to verify your parts. The 0.2 millimeter cut into the top of our snap fit part will ensure a good fit. We can also animate the rotation of the lid. Go to Assemble, New Component. In the New Component dialog, choose the From Bodies checkbox. Select the top and bottom bodies. In your browser tree, 2 new components are added, one for top and one for bottom. Next, go to Assemble and Joint. Turn off the bottom body, and then carefully select the center of the knuckle. Turn on the bottom body, and then carefully select the center of the pin. You may notice the knuckle shift over by 0.5 millimeters, which is the gap that we left between the anchor and the knuckle. Use the arrow handle to drag it back out 0.5 millimeters to restore that gap. You can grab the rotation handle to rotate the top lid of the box. To print your box, go to Tools, 3D Print. I'm saving my print to File. Select the top level component and click OK. In Cura, verify your settings for your printer. Most of my settings are default for an Ender 3 Pro. I've changed my printing temperature to 212 degrees for the material and 60 degrees for the bed, and that works well for my printer. I'll save this now to my SD card and start the print. And there you have it, a hinged box. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.